Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Anna Devane is not someone who ever gives up when the trail gets cold. On October 7th, the search that she begins with Harrison Chase takes center stage, and the outcome of that search is going to leave both of them more stunned than either could have imagined. The pieces are scattered across Port Charles, and as Anna and Chase follow the leads, the weight of what they uncover begins to change everything about how they look at the people they thought they knew. This is not just another casual case or another breadcrumb trail that can be tied up neatly by the end of the day. What Anna and Chase are walking into is a chain of revelations that could shake alliances, ruin trust, and possibly expose a truth that was meant to stay buried for a long time. Anna has been through enough in her career to know that every secret has a cost. But what she's finding here feels different. This isn't just a matter of criminals covering their tracks or rivals plotting in the shadows. It's personal. And the closer she gets to the heart of this mystery, the more she realizes that the cost might come due for the people closest to her, and maybe even for herself. Chase, standing by her side, is also pulled deeper into the situation than he expected. For him, this isn't only about helping Anna. It's about facing his own doubts, wondering how much he can trust the institutions he serves, and recognizing that sometimes the truth does more damage than the lies ever could. As the investigation pushes forward, the surprises start to pile up. Clues don't line up the way they should. People who claim to know nothing suddenly seem nervous. And information that should have been easy to find is hidden behind layers of misdirection. Every time Anna and Chase think they've gotten a step ahead, something shifts, and they're forced to question whether the person pulling the strings is even someone they've considered yet. By the time the day's events unfold, they'll be confronting facts that send shockwaves across Port Charles. While Anna and Chase are caught in the middle of this unraveling puzzle, Portia Robinson is facing something even more personal, and perhaps more life-altering than anyone expected. Portia has always carried herself with a sense of quiet strength, balancing her role as a doctor, a mother, and a partner, but this latest turn in her story is not something she can simply work through with calm determination. The news that comes her way on October 7th has the power to change the entire trajectory of her future. It could shift her relationships, challenge her choices, and force her to re-examine every part of the life she thought she was building. Portia's world has always been filled with responsibilities. Her career at the hospital, her daughter Trina's happiness, and her relationship with Curtis, which has already faced more than its fair share of obstacles. But life doesn't wait for anyone to catch their breath, and now she's thrust into a situation where the stakes feel impossibly high. The news she receives is not just about her. It echoes through every connection she has. For Trina, it could mean a shift in the foundation of trust and love between mother and daughter. For Curtis, it might put their already fragile relationship into uncharted territory. And for Portia herself, it becomes a moment where she has to decide whether she'll retreat in fear or step forward with courage. The emotions are raw, and the timing couldn't be worse. With so much happening across Port Charles, Portia's revelation doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's tied to the ripple effect that touches everyone else's lives. Just as Anna and Chase are stunned by what they discover in their search, Portia is shaken to her core by news she cannot ignore. The parallel between these stories is striking. Secrets and truths are colliding all at once, and the fallout is going to leave scars. On one side, Anna and Chase continue digging, finding that each answer they uncover only leads to more unsettling questions. Who benefits from keeping these truths in the dark? How long have these secrets been festering beneath the surface? And what happens when the lies are no longer sustainable? These are the questions pressing down on them with every step, and the closer they get, the more dangerous it becomes. On the other side, Portia has to gather her strength to face the people she loves most. Her instinct may be to protect them, to soften the blow, to carry the weight herself. But she also knows that the truth, no matter how painful, has to be faced head-on. Avoidance will only make the eventual consequences worse. The problem is, facing that truth could destroy the fragile balance she has worked so hard to create. The tension of October 7th lies not only in the dramatic reveals, but also in the choices that follow them. For Anna, the choice is whether to push forward with everything she's uncovered, knowing that it could destabilize the lives of people she cares about, or to tread carefully, protecting them while risking that the truth remains hidden. For Chase, the choice is about his own moral compass. Does he follow the rules that the badge demands, or does he follow the instincts that tell him justice doesn't always come neatly packaged in procedure? The choice is about how to move forward with life-altering information. Does she open up immediately to those around her, letting them share in the burden, or does she hold back, convincing herself she's protecting them when in reality she might just be prolonging the pain? Each path is fraught with consequences, and whichever one she chooses will leave an impact that lasts far beyond this one day. As the hours unfold, the emotional intensity builds. Viewers are going to see Anna and Chase pushed to their limits, forced to confront not only the external mystery they're solving, but also their own internal conflicts. At the same time, Portia's vulnerability becomes impossible to hide, and the raw emotion of her situation is something that resonates deeply, especially for those who know how much she's sacrificed already. The beauty of this moment in General Hospital is that it doesn't rely on one explosive revelation alone. Instead, it layers the drama, stacking personal stakes against larger mysteries, weaving emotional truths into shocking discoveries. It's the kind of day where no one comes out unscathed. Anna and Chase won't be able to simply close the file on what they've uncovered. Portia won't be able to simply move on from the news she's received. And the people around them will be drawn into the fallout, whether they're ready for it or not. Every word exchanged, every silence held a little too long, every glance that betrays a hidden fear, it all matters. This is the heartbeat of the day, and it's why October 7th is set apart as a day when the fabric of trust and stability in Port Charles frays just a little more. Anna and Chase's stunned reactions, Portia's shaken resolve, and the ripple of consequences that extend outward combine to form a moment of television that is as emotional as it is gripping. By the time the credits roll, nothing feels the same. The viewers are left with more questions than answers, knowing that the aftershocks of this day will continue to reverberate in the days and weeks ahead. Anna's search is far from over. Chase's doubts won't disappear overnight. And Portia's life-changing news is only the beginning of a journey that will challenge her in ways she never imagined. That is the heart of what October 7th delivers, a collision of truth, lies, courage, and fear, all playing out in real time, with characters who are tested at every turn. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.